Water timers are getting smarter and smarter. This one here is controlled via Bluetooth, and this thing is awesome. It's got a really sleek app, really nice to use, and the best thing is, if you have other Lumary products like outdoor lights, you can control them from the same app. First thing we're going to do is connect the gateway. Now we just need to plug this into an outlet, and this is like the brains of the system. This is where you're going to connect the water timer to this. You'll connect it to your phone, and that's how you can control the water timer from your phone. So we're just going to plug that in here. Then you want to make sure that this is going to be within around 45 feet of where the water timer is going to be. It does have a range on this because it's going to connect via Bluetooth. So you want to consider where you're going to be plugging this in versus where the water timer is actually going to be plugged into a hose pipe or however you're going to have that set up. So this next step, you're going to make sure you got your Bluetooth enabled and allow all permissions for this app to find nearby devices. Now you're going to go over to the gateway and hold this button down for 5 seconds or so until you get a rapid flash. Let's say it was a rapid flash right there. It might not have picked up on camera. We're going to add device. And device is up here now. Discovering devices, we're going to set. Then pick your Wi-Fi. And then add your password to your Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi password in, and it says that this gateway is now being added. It's got a little bar working up around there. So I'm just going to leave it here and we'll come back once it's connected. Now it's time to connect the water timer to the gateway, and we're going to hold the on-off button down until we see a rapid flash. We have rapid flash in there. We're going to go over to our phone now, hit the Lumary Smart Gateway, and then we're going to add device down the bottom here. Click add. Search devices. Make sure the light is flashing. And it's going to discover nearby devices. Within 30 seconds or so, new device has been added. See here, it says Smart Timer to Outlet. Done. And now on the app, we have the ability to start putting water timers on. Let's go and get this installed outside, and then we can get this to start sprinkling our lawn. This Lumary 2-hose water timer is a really compact little device here. It's not very big. It's not going to be a big water timer you're going to have there on the end of your hose, so it's going to be able to be tucked away really nice. You got the brass connector up here. You have a little mesh filter to make sure you're not getting any debris into the device itself. On the bottom here, you do have plastic connectors, which are not ideal, but I have found that these do work well on other products, so I'm hoping that these do work well, but I would have liked to see some brass connectors here, just make the longevity of this last a little bit longer. You could put quick connectors on here so that you can easily remove hose pipes and connect something else up if you need that. You got a manual override on the front here, so you can turn the right side on or the left side on, depending on how you're looking at this. And on the back here, you do have to put 4 AA batteries. They are not included. I've got my Amazon Basics batteries in here too. Nice little seal around the side. You don't see the seal around here in some lower end products, so it's nice to have that. Make sure that water doesn't get into those batteries. Connecting the hose timer up is really straightforward. You just take your 3/4 inch female connector here and connect it onto your hose. You can also put this straight onto the house if you want, but I need to run a hose to get a little bit closer to my sprinkler because I'm going to be running it for a decent distance. So I'm going to tighten that up. Then we're going to connect our hose up and our sprinkler up, but let's go and show you how the app works on the inside. If you're looking for a smart water timer, I will leave this Lumary 2-zone water timer link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Into the app, and you can see here that we do have some weather. You can see what it's like for my location here and what it is today. We had a high of 82 and a low of 62, and in the future you can see we've got some rain coming up. Down here you got zone 1, zone 2. You can rename these to whatever you want. You can say front or whatever you want to do there. And for zone 2, you can add a photo of location in case you forget which one is which is really nice. So we could add something there. You could take a picture if we want to. We don't want to do that right now. Okay. And then here you have the switch. You can manually turn on one side or the other side, or both at the same time if you really want to. So you just press the button here, and then the water timer will allow water through, and then you can turn it off by doing that. This will also set how long you're going to turn the irrigation on for. So if you want to put this on for 5 minutes, turn it to 5, hit confirm, and then just turn it on, and then it will count down from 5 minutes. We'll just turn it off there. You can also set times for when you want this to come on. So you can set a schedule. You can hit plus. You can irrigate at a specific time, or you can do this cyclic here. I like to do it by the time, so we just do time here. Set our watering schedule by time. So we want to water in the morning, and we want to do it around about 6:10 a.m. And the duration for my front sprinklers, you need to run them for around about 25 minutes. And then we want to run them on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. And you can do odd numbered days every month, or you can do even numbered days every month, or you can do every few days. And then you can say you want to do every 3 days. Start today, so that means that every 3 days you're going to water at 6:10 a.m. in the morning and do a 25-minute watering. Let's put this back to the weekly cycle. We're going to save that there. So that means 6:10, we do that. I also want to water around about 7 p.m. at night, so I'll do 7:11, and then we'll do that on the opposite days, do Tuesday and Thursday, and we can save that. So now we have a schedule. You also need to set a time. We're only going to do 10 minutes, and then we can set the schedule. Now we have a schedule of when zone 1 is going to be watered. You do the same for zone 2. It's really handy to have that. Then if you do have some rain on the horizon like we have here, we can also set a rain delay. This is really handy if you're out of town and you don't want the sprinklers to run. You can just hit a 3-day rain delay and you won't irrigate at all for 3 days. There's also records here of how much water has been irrigated. You can see here that I turned it on for 2 seconds, another 2 seconds. There's not a lot of water that went through the system, but you can just see here it's a nice record to have of how much each system has been on. Really nice little app on how to control things. You also get a little battery status at the top here, and it tells you what mode each are in. So they're both in idle right now, but if I turn one on, it says it's on manual, and then if I put it onto the automatic mode, it would say up there. We're just going to go to the ball and see what else Lumary offer. So have all these lights where you can make your Christmas lights be up all year round. So you can have 4th of July lights, you can have Memorial Day lights, you can have Halloween lights, you can have Easter lights, you can have any color of lights you want. Really cool little system here, and they're all controlled from this app. So you can control your sprinklers from that too. They also do indoor lights too. So let's have a look. This Lumary water timer has been great for watering areas in my yard where my in-ground sprinklers don't get. I haven't noticed any drop off in pressure, and the area that these sprinklers have been able to cover is very similar to what they are when I take the hose straight to the sprinklers. Only problem is I've had to turn them on and off by hand, but with this device here I can just control them with my phone, which is really handy. It saves me a lot of time, and when I'm out of town I can just easily flick them on or turn them off when I want.